Okay, so we're going to kind of do a Paul Harvey rest of the story kind of thing. Apparently, there's a whole lot of things in history that have been left out, and they haven't told us the truth or the whole story. So I was doing some research, and I came across a treaty, which was the Paris Treaty of 1783. Well, when I went through the public school system or the public indoctrination system, I was told, or we were told, that we won the war against England, the Revolutionary War. Well, usually when there's a war and it ends, there's surrender documents. Couldn't find any surrender documents where England surrendered to us, but I did find this Paris Treaty of 1783. So apparently Franklin took a delegation, went to Paris to do this treaty to end the Revolutionary War. Well, what happened was King George's people showed up, and they pulled a rabbit out of the hat, and the rabbit out of the hat was a piece of paper. It was the original charter that the King of England had given to the original American colonists, allowing them to come here, colonize this land, and basically steal anything they want from whoever lived here. So that was kind of interesting. And then our people, Franklin and our delegation, apparently agreed to that. And then the other thing that King George's people said is they wanted war reparations. And I thought to myself, war reparations? Wait a minute. Doesn't the loser of a war pay the war reparations? Why did we agree to pay King George war reparations after the Revolutionary War? Then that led me into this whole thing with Hamilton. Hamilton, by today's standards, would be a big government liberal. So I thought to myself, why would George Washington pick somebody like Hamilton, a big government liberal by our standards, to be his first Secretary of the Treasury? And the more I thought about it, it all started to make sense. Who brought the original banking system into this country? Of course, England. It came across on the boats. Who brought the legal system into this country? Of course, England. The English legal system came over here on the boats into the colonies. So Hamilton wanted to set up the first, and in fact did set up the first central bank, which we know today from our Federal Reserve is a big problem. And I thought to myself, once I understood that Paris Treaty, that Washington was probably coerced into accepting Hamilton, because if you were King George and you just got the colonists to agree to pay you reparations, are you going to trust those rowdy colonists that threw your tea in Boston Harbor to pay you back? Probably not. He needed an inside man. I think that inside man was Hamilton, to make sure he ran the bank system and make sure that England got repaid. So in my opinion, my, I guess, not so humble opinion, Hamilton was a traitor to this country, and if I go back in history and be one person for one day, I've decided that would have to be Aaron Burr. Morality of our fellow